Did you know that in some parts of the world, it's illegal to chew gum in public? That's right, the seemingly innocuous act of chewing gum can land you in hot water in certain countries. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. From bizarre bans to downright strange decrees, the world is full of laws that'll make you scratch your head and say, "Wait, what?" Join me as we delve into the top 10 most bizarre laws across the globe, a journey through legal loopholes and head-scratching regulations that'll leave you questioning the sanity of lawmakers. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on our latest videos exploring the weird and wonderful side of our planet. Our first stop takes us to the beautiful islands of Samoa, a tropical paradise with a rather unusual law. It seems forgetting your wife's birthday isn't just a recipe for a frosty night in the doghouse, it's actually illegal. That's right, fellas. In Samoa, failing to remember your better half's special day could land you in some serious legal trouble. Now, I'm not saying that you should start taking notes from Samoan lawmakers, but maybe, just maybe, there's a lesson to be learned here. After all, is a night on the couch really worth risking a criminal record? I think not. So gentlemen, set those reminders, buy those flowers, and maybe, just maybe, this Samoan law will inspire a few more thoughtful husbands around the world. Next, we travel to Milan, Italy, the fashion capital of the world, where looking stylish isn't just encouraged, it's practically mandatory. But it's not just your wardrobe that's under scrutiny. Oh no, in Milan, even your facial expression is regulated by law. That's right, folks. In this Italian metropolis, it's a legal requirement to smile at all times. Now, before you start picturing a city full of grinning automatons, there are a couple of exceptions to this rule. Funerals and hospital visits, understandably, get a pass on the mandatory merriment. But for the rest of the time, you better be flashing those pearly whites. Is it a bit excessive? Perhaps. Does it make for some fantastic photo ops? Absolutely. So next time you're in Milan, remember to pack your best smile. It's the law. Our next destination takes us to the pristine streets of Singapore, a nation known for its orderliness and efficiency. But beneath this polished exterior lies a dark secret, a forbidden pleasure that could land you in serious trouble chewing gum. That's right, in Singapore, the simple act of chewing gum is strictly prohibited. The government cites cleanliness and public order as the reasons behind this ban. And while it's hard to argue with their success in maintaining a spotless city, one can't help but feel a pang of sympathy for gum-chewing enthusiasts visiting Singapore. Imagine having to forego your favorite minty freshness after a delicious meal, or worse, being slapped with a hefty fine for a rogue piece of gum clinging to your shoe. It's a stark reminder that even the most seemingly innocuous habits can be subject to the long arm of the law, especially in a nation as disciplined as Singapore. From the sparkling cleanliness of Singapore, we journey to the romantic canals of Venice, a city teeming with history, culture, and, unfortunately, pigeons. Now, I know what you're thinking, pigeons. What's the big deal? Well, in Venice, these feathered fiends are considered public enemy number one, so much so that feeding them is strictly prohibited. You see, these pigeons are like the mob of the avian world. They flock in droves, they leave their droppings everywhere, and they're not afraid to snatch a tasty morsel right out of your hand. The Venetian authorities, tired of their antics, have declared war on these winged menaces, banning tourists and locals alike from providing them with any sustenance. So if you're caught tossing breadcrumbs to these feathered fiends, be prepared to face the wrath of the Venetian law, and possibly the wrath of a very hangry pigeon. Our next stop takes us to the land of fine wine, delicious cheese, and apparently, some very sensitive pigs. That's right, in France, it's illegal to name your pig Napoleon. Yes, you heard that correctly. The French, known for their love of liberty, equality, and fraternity, draw the line at porcine emperors. Now you might be wondering, why Napoleon? Why not Charlemagne, Louis XIV, or even Marie Antoinette? Well, the reason behind this unusual law dates back to the Napoleonic era, a time when the emperor's name was synonymous with power and authority. It seems the French government wasn't too keen on having their glorious leader associated with a farmyard animal, no matter how intelligent or charming that pig might be. So if you're planning on raising pigs in France, you'll have to find another name for your porcine pal. Napoleon is strictly off limits. From the sunny vineyards of France, we cross the Channel to the United Kingdom, a land of quirky traditions, eccentric personalities, and some truly bizarre laws. Take, for instance, the Salmon Act of 1986, which makes it a crime to handle a salmon in suspicious circumstances. Yes, you heard that right. In the UK, you can be arrested for looking shady while holding a fish. Now, before you start picturing undercover agents staking out fish markets, let's delve into the specifics of this peculiar law. The Salmon Act was primarily designed to combat illegal fishing and protect salmon populations. The Suspicious Circumstances Clause was added to catch poachers red-handed, those sneaky individuals who might be trying to conceal illegally caught salmon. So, if you're simply carrying your salmon home from the supermarket, you've got nothing to worry about. But if you're caught lurking near a riverbank with a suspicious bulge in your coat, well, let's just say you might have some explaining to do. Our next stop takes us across the pond to the Sunshine State, Florida, a land of beautiful beaches, wild nightlife, and some truly perplexing laws. Take, for instance, this gem. In Florida, it's illegal for unmarried women to parachute on Sundays. Yes, you heard that correctly. In the land of the free, your marital status and choice of weekend activity can land you in jail. Now, before you start picturing hordes of single ladies being dragged off to prison for daring to enjoy a Sunday skydive, let's unpack this bizarre law. This peculiar statute, dating back to the early 20th century, was rooted in outdated social norms and a desire to discourage immoral behavior. Thankfully, this law is rarely enforced today, but it remains on the books as a testament to the absurdity of outdated legislation. So, single ladies of Florida, feel free to enjoy your Sunday skydives. Just maybe pack a copy of your marriage certificate, just in case. From the sunny skies of Florida, we journey to the pristine Alps of Switzerland, a nation known for its precision, efficiency, and apparently, a strict adherence to nighttime quiet hours. In Switzerland, it's illegal to flush your toilet after 10 p.m. in an apartment building. Yes, you heard that correctly. In the land of luxury watches and perfectly crafted chocolate, your late-night bathroom habits are regulated by law. Now, before you start picturing Swiss citizens holding it in until dawn, let's delve into the rationale behind this seemingly draconian law. The Swiss, known for their respect for peace and quiet, take noise pollution very seriously, especially during nighttime hours. The sound of a flushing toilet, it seems, is considered a major disturbance to one's peaceful slumber. So if you're visiting Switzerland, remember to take care of your business before the clock strikes 10, unless you want to face the wrath of your sleep-deprived neighbors. Our journey takes us down under to Australia, a land of diverse wildlife, breathtaking landscapes, and some surprisingly strict regulations when it comes to home improvement. In Australia, it's illegal to change a light bulb unless you're a licensed electrician. Yes, you heard that right. In the land of the kangaroo and the koala, replacing a light bulb is a task best left to the professionals. Now, before you start picturing Australians living in perpetual darkness, let's shed some light on this seemingly absurd law. The Australian government, in its infinite wisdom, decided that electrical work, even something as seemingly simple as changing a light bulb, poses a potential safety hazard. To mitigate this risk, they require anyone performing electrical work to hold a valid electrician's license. So, if your light bulb blows out in Australia, you'll have to call in the experts, unless you fancy a run-in with the authorities. Our final stop takes us to the heartland of America, Oklahoma, a state known for its friendly people, vast prairies, and apparently a deep respect for canine sensibilities. In Oklahoma, it's illegal to make ugly faces at dogs. Yes, you heard that correctly. In the land of cowboys and oil wells, your facial expressions can land you in the doghouse, literally. Now, before you start picturing dog-loving Oklahomans walking around with perpetually pleasant expressions, let's explore the reasoning behind this unusual law. It seems this law was enacted to prevent animal cruelty and protect dogs from unnecessary distress. While the effectiveness of this law is debatable, it's certainly a testament to the strong bond between Oklahomans and their four-legged companions. So if you're visiting Oklahoma, remember to keep those facial expressions in check, unless you want to face the wrath of a disgruntled dog owner. From forgetting birthdays in Samoa to flushing toilets after 10 p.m. in Switzerland, we've journeyed through a world of bizarre laws, regulations that highlight the quirks and idiosyncrasies of different cultures. We've learned that chewing gum can be a criminal offense, handling salmon suspiciously can land you in hot water, and making ugly faces at dogs is a recipe for trouble. So which law did you find the most bizarre? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Let's spread the laughter and the legal oddities far and wide. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more content, exploring the weird and wonderful side of our planet.